Hi, my name is Louis Zafar, and welcome to another episode of At the Movies. Today we're going to talk about Halloween. This has been an interesting movie. Taken for the fact that it came out in 2018, people thought that there was, enough of the Halloween saga that they couldn't put out anything else new. But thanks to John Carpenter, the director, um, David Green, they at least came up with something fresh. And this movie is anything but boring. Now, warning, spoilers ahead. I have to give the spoilers so you know that I actually seen the movie. Um, so anyway, the movie takes place 40 years from the first Halloween. Now, I don't know why it didn't take place after the second Halloween. I actually thought that the second Halloween was great. But it takes place 40 years after the first Halloween. And Jamie Lee Curtis, who stars in this, is a gung-ho survivalist. She has to, she has to get herself ready for when she faces Michael again. And so she isolates herself by training with knives, guns, and, practicing on her mannequins. Just the different ways of killing Michael. And I mean, there are other characters like Andy Machayak, who plays the granddaughter of Jamie Lee Curtis. Also, Judy Greer, who plays the mother or the daughter of Laurie Strode. But in all honesty, I really didn't like Judy Greer's character. Only in the ending, when she said, "I'm kidding." Yeah, that's the only part that I actually like. Um, and then, what is it with this Dr. Sarton? I mean, when I first heard Dr. Sarton, the first thing that came into my mind was Dr. Loomis. And I was like, hey, Dr. Loomis died. I mean, he didn't technically die in any of the Halloween sequence. I mean, in 6, he was fighting Michael just so Tommy Doyle and that Jamie could escape. But, I mean, who knows? Michael could have stabbed him. And I just didn't like Dr. Sarton. It kept reminding me of House of a Thousand Corpses. Every time they mentioned his name, Dr. Sarton, it kept reminding me of House of a Thousand Corpses. And then I would be expecting, where's that funny clown? Or where's Baby, the Fly sister? It was a good movie. And I did watch this again, so I could give you a thorough review. The best scene is when he kills the reporter, and then he takes his mask from the trunk. Oh, and then you hear the Halloween theme blaring. Yeah, that was awesome. His best kill, I would have to say, when he snuck into the house through the back, and then the girl was looking out the window, and then he comes up from behind her, and he just stabs her throat, and she dies. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Any jokes in the movie? Well, there wasn't any per se jokes, but there were two comedians. In my book, I would say, was the joke of the movie. One was this little African American kid, and you have to love him. He said, "You're my favorite babysitter," and then the girl, she said, she's his favorite, and you have to like that chemistry. And then this other dude that um, I didn't really remember the name, but I remember his face when I saw At War with Grandpa. That's that Robert De Niro movie, and then he was the bully that was picking on the kid. Uh, I, I I didn't like his part. I was glad when he finally died. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm just, I'm just getting up now. I'm about to leave." And then the lights go out, and then the light comes on. Michael Myers is even closer, and then he's like, "Oh, you're starting to creep me out." And then he goes, "You know how you like a girl and yada yada yada." I mean, if I was Michael, I would have just stabbed him right there. But he eventually did when he was trying to escape. That was cool. Well, um, for my stars, I would have to give this movie 3 stars. Three because the kills were all very worth it. From killing the reporters, the so-called innocents, to killing Dr. Sarton. It was breathtaking. Even more cherishable than some of the other Halloweens, although the other Halloweens were great. Um, also, um, hmm, well, I guess that's it. So, 3 stars. Well, join us next time for At the Movies. If you have a movie you want me to check out and rate over the air, then write me at socratesbestfriend@yahoo.com. That's SOCRATES bestfriend@yahoo.com. This is Louis Safar, and I'll see your name in lights.